Well, hello, Aquarius. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. Aquarius, I apologize. I always go on between 2:30 through 5. So I apologize. I put 2 o'clock in the timer by accident. So that's the reason why I'm coming on a little bit earlier. But thank you guys so much. I see a few people who were here. Most likely they're not here anymore, but that's okay. Let me go ahead and shout out some people who most likely will see this a little bit later. Hello, Jasmine. Hopefully you'll be able to come in before the live is off. Hey, Janique, hello. How are you? And it is Janica. Is it Janica? I believe that's the name. Your name. I'm probably saying it wrong. Yes, Nikki. Where have you been, Nikki? All right. So, because I have not done your reading in a while, okay, I have not done your reading in a while. What I'm going to do is do a longer version of the read. So, usually I get you guys about 10 minutes, 12 minutes, or something like that. I'm going to have a longer version just because I want to be able to get out your general, meaning what the astro has to say, what the tarot has to say, what's happening with your love life, your love life, all of that other good stuff. I want to see what's happening. And we're going to actually get to some type of oracle cards too that deals with your love situation. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. We're going to see what's happening here for you, Aquarius. Hey, Amber. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's get into it. We're going to start with some astral cards. This is for Aquarius. Aquarius, you're coming out of your own energy here. Now, let me move this to the side. Sorry. Aquarius talks about the future. Okay, so it's interesting because some of you guys are like, okay, I'm still waiting for certain things to happen. And Aquarius is also the energy of freedom, right? So it's like you can't really hold an Aquarius down because it needs to feel free, liberated to do what you guys want to do, right? And I'm not saying that all Aquariuses are like that. Some are very much so, clingy, just like almost every other sign, right? But it's talking about expanding, right? So the reason why you're worried, I would say not really worried, but you're interested in the future because you want to know how that is going to, add, maybe add, or what you're going to gain, or what's going to be a part of your growth for the future. You get it? Now, all of these cards are going to be clarified, but I'm doing it one at a time because I want to be able to say it because sometimes when I put the cards down, I don't see what's there. So that is what Aquarius is basically saying. It really is about your expansion, your freedom, less restriction, things that your future that's going to be realistic, not based on illusion. Okay. So we're going to actually talk about that with love. We'll talk about that with friendship, how your money is going to look, all of those things. And I love the fact that Aquarius is coming out. Okay. Some of you guys are breaking free from certain types of addictions and habits. It doesn't always have to be, people, right? It could be certain things that you are doing within yourself that you are rebelling against your natural state. Okay. So let's go ahead. This is for Aquarius. Next one. Whew. One of my favorite cards. One of my favorite cards is Venus. Why? Because Venus is the planet of pleasure. When we were talking about Aquarius being things being expanded or added, or there's growth happening, what planet could actually give you that? Venus. Venus not only gives you love, beauty, success, but it gives you wealth. It kind of makes your life comfortable. And a lot of you may actually feel that way because this is pretty much what this is talking about. Like here, the first word is love, but one of the most of my favorite meaning of this card is harmony. Your life is in harmonious with what you want. You feel that there's really no restrictions. There's no tension there. It's just, you just feel good. Life is good. That is what the Venus planet is saying. So when we get to that, we're going to find out how good it's going to be. Is this going to be a long-term love? Are you changing your appearance? Are you, is there pleasure that you guys have not experienced? That type of stuff we're going to find out. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for Aquarius. Next one here is Jupiter. Oh my God. Then you had Grand Trine. Your whole read is absolutely magnificent. And then at the bottom of the deck, you literally had Uranus. Uranus is basically saying, be prepared for this surprise or this sudden change. Now, we already said what's going to happen. You have to be able to see it. Jupiter is expansion. Aquarius is an air sign. It's not talking about expanding. You see how the universe is trying to actually bring something into your life, to give you something that you don't have right now. How is your future going to be? This is why I said this is what you guys are worried about. This is what you're concerned about. Okay? We're going to go ahead and I'm going to stop yapping. I'm going to clarify these cards. I want you guys to know that Jupiter talks about luck and growth and expansion, kind of the same thing that I was talking about earlier. It gives you an opportunity to experience change in a really good way, right? So if we're talking about Uranus energy giving you change, even if it's sudden change, it's lucky. It's in your favor because Venus is the pleasure card, right? And it's trying to give you the things of your heart, trying to bless you in these areas of abundance. 2 cards that talk about abundance, but it wasn't even 2, it was 3 because of Grand Trine. It says you are being blessed. If Spirit had to give you a message, that will be the message of this reading. Please don't let me forget that. Somebody, please make sure you guys write that in the comment section. I'll heart it. If I forget, you are being blessed. And that is what your future is going to look like. Based on the universal's hand. All of these are all cosmic energies, not based on what I'm saying. Okay? Now we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. Exactly, Amber. You are being blessed. Yes. Now we're going to go ahead and clarify. We're going to start with that Aquarius energy, right? And we're going to see what's going to come out. Now I'm going to pull the cards right here because when I put it, I noticed that when I sit it on top, I forget what's there once I get to like the third part. Like I know it's Aquarius, but it's other stuff that I need to see. So let's see. Let's see. This is for Aquarius. Let's clarify Aquarius. One more. There we go. Look at this. See what I'm saying? If you guys are new here, look at this. Sun card. Sun card. If you guys are new here, most people who are not new know that I always say the Ace of Cups is a blessing card. Why? Because it's blessings being poured into you. That's what your future is going to look like. If I had no other cards up here, the Ace of Cups is hitting the future. What's realistic for you? An ideal. The universe saying you are being blessed. You get it? Sun card talks about your overall happiness. We're not going to even talk about this because this was at the bottom of the deck. Okay? Sun card was at the bottom of the deck. Okay? Your state of well-being, how you feel, your mental, your mind. This is the joy. And this also the truth. Okay? Now, what else did you have? Hangman. Now, see, this is hitting Aquarius. I want to tell you why that's there in a minute. And then you have the Page of Swords. Now, let's get to some things that are a little bit more day-to-day, right? Because this is general about what you're going to experience. But the Page of Swords is letting me know that you guys are all about technology and information. Now, sometimes this is gaining information or getting to know people in relationships. This is going to school. This is like, I want to take up a course because you have to know something. Knowledge is everything for you right now. Knowledge is everything. And that could have been some of the things that have been hindering you before. Maybe it was maybe you didn't know enough about something or somebody or a certain situation. It could have been it. And part of the hangman is saying, remember when I said before about the illusions, letting go of certain types of beliefs and ideas about what you're able to obtain. Somebody said in the comment section, like, oh, I'm still single, right? I forgot who said that. Sorry, I'm not looking right now, but I'm still single. See, this is this energy. Why am I still waiting? I'm still here. What about the future? What's happening to me in the future? Yes. See, now you're in a holding pattern. But everything else says, well, that's okay. You're standing still, but the Ace of Cups is saying, I'm going to bring you in these blessings. Outside of that, there is something here that you're going to be doing. The Page of Swords is an act on your part. Getting to know someone, going to school, training, gaining some type of information, or finding out something that is going to give you this. Okay, that is what this is all about. You see why Aquarius says independence and freedom, because it gives you that. It gives you the ability to reinvent yourself. Innovation. If we're talking about you as a form of technology, your technology it's like you are the 1980 computer, and now you are now the 2030 computer. You're no longer functioning and running on that old program anymore, because you are all about new information, new knowledge, gaining things. This is you. That's a part of the change. And some of this stuff is coming overnight too for you. And look at how you're feeling. Let's get to the Venus. Now, this is going to be the doozy. All three of these is about to just be pop off the charts. Okay. Now let's see what's been happening. Now it's going to tell me what what hasn't been happening. That's number one, but it's also going to tell me what you're going to experience. So let's get it here for Aquarius. Thank you. Some of you guys, there has been a little bit too much of something, maybe too much drinking, overindulgence in something. Now I don't know what that means. I'm just going to keep it at that. But I do see something like that is here. Let's see. Thank you. Hey, and some of you guys are going to be able to buy a new car. I don't ever say that, but remember, Venus is things that you're able to obtain. Taurus, second house, Libra, seventh house. Marriage, partnerships, business deals. Being Taurus, second house, things that you can possess with your hands, things that you can touch. Okay. House, Four Wands, car, Chariot, things that you're able to obtain. Okay. You got the Knight of Pentacles. You got the Hierophant. And you got the Five of Cups. I love this energy so daggone much. Let's talk about your money first. Let's talk about your finances. I don't have to look at anything else dealing with your money. I don't care if it even comes out again 2 or 3 times. It's going to tell me the same thing that's happening with your finances. This is big money. The Four of Wands is hitting the Venus. It's hitting the 2 planets the 2 places in your chart that gives you partnership, commitment, and expansion. And what is your state of being? The 4 pillars, the stability. You have it in all 4 sides. You get it? Money is going to be stable. Relationships are even going to be stable. You got the Four of Wands and you got the Hierophant. Stable relationships. Venus, Libra house, commitments and partnerships. This is where you're headed. Now, see, part of this Hierophant is also saying, but do you believe it? We were saying before about self-limited beliefs, about how you're not functioning on the 1980 programming anymore. You're all the way in the future. That's what Aquarius is about. It's about the future, not now, the future. How are you going to be performing and functioning in 2030? Your life is going to look a lot different from where you are right now. And it's going to be based on what you believe about yourself, your spirituality, and getting you out of the energy of depression and sadness and depletion, disappointments because you haven't had love. Maybe some of you guys has been hard pressed, even you loving yourself. You haven't had the money for some of you to do what you want to do. You're like, man, yes, that sounds real good. I love the fact that I'm going to have money here with the Venus card. Right now, it's just like every little penny counts for me. I want to go out and buy these pairs of shoes. I can't buy that. I want to be able to go on a vacation with my friends. I can't do that. That's the Five of Cups is saying the depression that some of you guys, the state that you guys have been in the Venus area. You have not been feeling pleasure. It's been hard for you to obtain it. I fell in love. I started to like somebody. Soon as it got off the ground, it ended. So here I am in this position of discontentment and mournness. I'm mourning, right? And sadness because there's a loss of money, loss of love. Okay. So a lot of you have been there. Now, what is this planet doing now for you? The Chariot card already said that there's about to be a moving forward. Remember, back here is where you guys were waiting. That's the pause. That's the stagnation. The Chariot hit the Venus and said, we're taking off. Now I'm going to let you know where you're going to be. I'm headed off to the pleasure planet. There's going to be more balance in your life, which is what Libra is, right? The harmonious energy. There's going to be more balance. There's going to be more pleasure. There's going to be more wealth. You're going to be more stable here with the Four of Wands. It may come in a little slow. You may have been, you've been patient. And I actually like this night because this night coming out with the Hierophant and the Four of Wands is letting me know the type of love that you're going to be coming across too. It's not anyone who's selfish, very impatient, in and out energy. This is the most serious night in the day. That's the type of love you're going to get. Okay? But your money is going to change. Now, some of you, it's all about setting your intentions to this too. I don't know why I see that some of you guys could be setting intentions. And whatever that is that you're setting your intentions on, you are definitely going to be prosperous with that. Now, let's go ahead. Let's get Jupiter. We're going to see what Jupiter is going to give you. This is for Aquarius. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Now, I want to say this before I get the last card. Here it is. You got the Six of Wands. Remember, you just had the Chariot? What does this mean? There's something happening with your working career. This is shiny. You had the Sun card shining. You had the Chariot card shining, moving forward, recognition. You got the Six of Wands, reward, acclaim, victory, praise, success, public recognition. You had it 3 times. And all 3 of these cards right here just said that you're about to expand, pleasure, harmony, travel, change, success, growth, being blessed, feeling complete. The tarot has to be in harmony with that, and it is. The Six of Wands is saying you feel extreme, like you're winning. It's no other way to put it. You're going to either feel like you're losing or you're going to feel like you're winning. And the Six of Wands is saying, baby, I'm winning. There are people who are cooperating with me. Jobs are calling me back. They actually recognize my worth. They're giving the money that I'm actually worth. Hello. There's people that actually that's interested in me that lives in my city. I don't have to, do this whole online thing where somebody lives across state. Nope, you're going to actually be talking to people who are like literally living right where you are. There's people who are going to help you. And I mean, in ways that is more so helpful for you. Assistance, whatever assistance mean. Whatever assistance mean. That card, some of these cards have actually come out before. And when I say it, it happens, but it's like family member assist them. Sometimes it's the government that actually kicks in and assists them in some way that they didn't think that was going to assist them. Jobs come in and start, recommending you. Whatever that is that's what it means. That's what it means. Like, it can happen in different ways, but how it happens for you is going to be different. But do I see it? Oh yeah. But it makes sense because all of these cards, the last three, talks about that. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's get one more for Jupiter here. You had the Emperor that went back in, and then you had the Fool card. Emperor is stability too. And the Fool card is a new beginning. Now, we already said that truly with Uranus energy. Oh, by the way, you guys is Saturn and Uranus, right? Governed by Aquarius. You are in your energy of evolving in a very good way. This is your own personal revolution. I love it. But you're more focused now. I'm telling you, that Page of Swords is telling me that you're starting to focus on something, or there's something important that you guys are going to be working on that's going to give you some real hardcore gains. Let's get Jupiter here for Aquarius. Thank you. And then you have the Ten of Swords. You guys are, and there it is. The Queen and the King coming out in the same row. That's the love. The Ten of Swords is always good in my readings. It always represents betrayal for most people, but the 10 is at the end. You can't go further than that, because once you drop the 0, it starts a 1. The 1 was the Fool card. If you drop the 1, it gives you a 0. The 0 is the Fool card. The many pains that you've experienced, the trial, you feeling ruined, you feeling hurt, you feeling like you're not going to be able to get over or get out of something is over. Jupiter, the angel in the cosmos, is actually helping you here in unexpected ways, according to Uranus. I love the fact that here with the King of Cups, it says supportive. Remember when I said that there's going to be assistance here? And I mean that. It's in your reading. I don't know how that's going to be for you, right? I don't know. Okay. But when I say that God's hand is all up in this, I mean all up in it. I'm talking about hands, elbow, knees. Because you have some of the best planets that's actually blessing you. And the way that the trines and the angles of the stars are actually helping you. That's the reason what the Grand Trine is basically saying. The angles of the stars. Not just the planets. It's the angles of what's happening in your chart. Okay? Let's go ahead. Let's get this Grand Trine energy here. Let's see what's happening for Aquarius. Let's see. The Sun card giving you insights. It's something up with this Page of Swords. I'm telling you. I pulled it and I'm like, I felt it was so much that I got off of that, because I'm like, it's cool, it's knowledge, but it's something else there. It's something else with that page is way bigger than what I'm thinking it is. I don't know what, but I'm telling you, some type of, I would say it's knowledge or insight, but it's something up with that page. Let's get this Grand Trine here for Aquarius. Grand Trine. Grand Trine for Aquarius. All right. 8 of Wands. Whew. 6 of Cups. 9 of Wands. Let's talk about it. This card says you are blessed. It's not on there, but that's what this card is basically saying. You are blessed. You are being blessed. Huge success. It didn't even say a small one. It says huge. Now, we had 2 cards that talked about moving forward and going somewhere. What was the other one? What was the 2 cards? I would say it was probably more than that. But remember, you had the Chariot, right? Remember, you had the Chariot. Okay, now we already talked about you are in the Chariot. You are moving forward, but you also had the Six of Wands. You already know you're going somewhere based on your optimism, right? You're not pessimistic. And then you had the Eight of Wands, another card that talks about, hey, let's go. We're flying. We're traveling. We're on yachts. We're on boats. We're actually going somewhere. And the Grand Trine is blessing you with giving, with receiving gifts, receiving assistance, receiving phone calls and communications that is going to pull you out of whatever ruination you have been in. Venus is trying to make you comfortable when you are uncomfortable. That's the reason why Venus is there. Okay? The Six of Cups here is very interesting because this is soulmate. It's not necessarily about your past. You are moving on past that. You're moving on from that. Whatever you've experienced, you're moving on from that. But it's so much deeper than that. It's like the things of the past that have, like I said before, that have pained you, many pains, Ten of Swords. People, certain situations, all of that, right? Memories of the past, some things that you guys, it's just been just so hell to let go of, what someone has done to you, how someone treated you, maybe what happened to you when you were a child, that thing, that type of stuff, right? Remember, it's things that pretty much settles. The Moon card tried to come out earlier. It's the things that settles into the subconscious. You're walking around every day with that little thing, just you don't even know it's there. Certain little things trigger it. You still don't even recall that memory of the very first thing that hurt you. But it's certain things that really trigger you into making you feel like that very first event, that the instance of someone not loving you, a parent, a lover, someone neglecting you, abandoning you. The very fact that you grew up and you didn't have money and now you're adult again and you're in this situation where you don't have money again, but you're not relating that to your childhood. This is why I said certain things that are literally sitting in your subconscious that you've been carrying. That is what you're going to let go. That's why the Hangman is there. It's a new perspective. How do we know that? Because Aquarius, it was sitting on Aquarius. Aquarius is cleaning that up. It is realization in the realism of the experiences that you've had. How can you now maneuver from that? You are not going backwards. Your first card is saying forward, future. That's all we're talking about. Let Aquarius know that this reading is all about that. The ending here is the Nine of Wands. It's not just about the pain that you've experienced, but it's kind of like, how long do I have to wait? How much longer do I have to persevere and persist in this hardship and suffering? Some of you with the Nine of Wands, remember I said before, with the Hierophant, it's about your faith. You just feel like giving up. You feel like letting go. You just don't feel like doing this anymore. It's just been too much for you. And as soon as you do that, boom, Uranus. Sudden change. Out of nowhere. You may already know. You could have gotten a personal reading. You guys already know how this works. Could have got a personal reading. And I tell you all the time, you are not going to expect what's going to happen even when I tell you. You're not going to know. That's not how tarot works. Because we're looking at it from the stars' perspective. If I say that it's a surprise, it will be a surprise. Even meeting someone, you're like, I always use this as a gas station. I would never forget it. That happened to me years ago. Somebody had told me something like that at a gas station. Anybody who talking to somebody at a gas station, really? You just pump your gas. You're not caring about nothing. Okay, car's kind of dirty. Like what? Okay, that is how it's going to happen. It's truly unexpected events. You may be waiting, but it's never going to happen the way that you want it to happen. Even the people who are going to enter in your life, it's never going to happen that way. When Uranus says that there's going to be sudden changes for the better with Venus and Jupiter and a grand trine, you better believe it. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is pull a few of these. Oh, wait, I actually said I want to pull some of these cards and situation. You guys have to have a long reading. I have not done your reading in a while, so I have to pull the cards that I've been using all last week. So I got to use these on you. So let's go with this next deck here for Aquarius. Oh, you had 2 cards. Let's see. First card that's coming out here says the doctor. Please pay attention to your physical body. Okay. Now, I mentioned this before about drinking and overindulgence. Did y'all think that was an accident? I can still see everything. I still see what the planet says, even when it's with the tarot. Not all of you are going to be experiencing anything dealing with your health. I already know that, right? But it's certain things that some of you have to clean up. Certain things about you. Remember, I said it was about your own personal struggles, not things outside of you. So when it says that you need to go to the doctor because there needs to be better eating habits, you need to start exercising, you need to stop consuming certain things that are corroding your body. Why? Because Saturn is your Lord. Uranus is your Lord. If you do not, certain changes will come upon you, and Saturn will give you that necessary lesson. You cannot run from that. So right now, and part of that Knight of Swords could be something that you may find out that's going to help you relieve pain. Let's say right now, some of you guys are not feeling well. There's some pain that's going on. There's something that's going on with your body. You're trying to figure out what the hell is going on with me. There it is. Okay. So there could be some insights, like I said before, into something that is bothering you with your body. Also, the doctor also talks about the mind. The mind is a part of the body. What's making me sad? What's making me depressed? What's making me feel low? Could it be because there is some worms in your intestines? The reason why here is telling you that you need to try to do something better with your eating because you may be having too much sugar. That also feeds parasites, right? I don't get too much into that. That's behind the scenes stuff, but I'm just saying that's just an example, okay? That also, i.e., has an effect on your brain. Remember, changes is not just on the outside of you. Uranus is saying what's happening on the inside of you that is also changing your outside world. Starts from inside, enters outside. Exit, rather. The spoiled one. Are you not spoiled? Well, Venus and Jupiter says that you are. Here it says that things will come easy to you now. Take advantage of this auspicious time and make the most of every what? Blessing. You are blessed. Completely different deck, saying the exact same thing. Okay? She has gold on, by the way. Okay. Romeo is at the bottom of the deck. This is not your last card, but Romeo is at the bottom of the deck. What does it say? What you desire you may not be able to obtain it at this time because some of you guys may have a loose grip on something or someone. And it says, loosen up the grip. Part of the hangman says, let go, surrender. Surrender is what the hangman says. And this is what this card is basically saying too. You cannot force anything. That's really the message here with this card. You cannot force anything or anyone to do anything for you or be the way you want them to be. Mother, sister, child, lover, friend. Cannot force it. Go with the flow. Allow the universal cosmic waves, which is a lot of beautiful cosmic waves here, to pull you in a direction that you are meant to be. This is for Aquarius. Ooh, okay. Didn't mean for that to happen. Isn't this interesting? Isn't the Page of Swords a spy? Didn't I tell y'all something was up with that Page of Swords? I kept feeling it. I'm like, something is up. What does it say? It says some of you guys are going to be exploring your options. And it says, do not tie yourself down. Move towards your vision. But there is also someone spying on you who is what? A romantic partner. I already knew. So that is making me believe that there could be either another Aquarius, because isn't that Ace of Cups sitting right next to that Page of Swords. Now you have the Page of Swords coming out with the Ace of Cups. Someone taking interest in you could be at a doctor's office, or if you are, maybe you work at a doctor's office, this could happen, I don't know, randomly, right? At a gym. That's where you get yourself well at too. The attractor. You're standing out of the crowd, attracting all the right people to help you make the progress faster in your life. We didn't even need these cards, did we? We didn't need them. Didn't I say that there twice, that there was someone who was either what? Someone who's going to assist you, someone who's going to support you. This card says what? You are attracting the right people to what? Help you progress. There's nothing like repeated messages to let you know that spirit and the universe is standing on business about you. Now we're going to go ahead and get to the situation part, because now that we see that there is someone who is interested in you, I'm going to kind of see what's happening here with you guys. Let's see what's going to come out here for Aquarius. I'll be so scared of this deck because this deck is so messy. Tragedy, forbidden love. Oh boy. I got to pay attention to what is hitting too. This is so interesting because this could be so many different instances why this will come out. Forbidden love is sometimes dealing with people who you shouldn't be dealing with. It's like it's like the forbidden fruit. Someone could be married, someone could be in a relationship. You loving someone who isn't really loving on you like that. A relationship that really was going somewhere and it ended tragically. That can happen in many ways. That can happen for many reasons. An unexplainable pull that you had towards somebody that did not work. That is a tragedy. That right there is an effing tragedy. I don't understand why I'm in love with this person. I don't understand why I'm in love with you. I don't get it. I don't know why it's this extreme magnetism that I have towards this person. And yet, for some odd reason, it's not working. That is really tragic. So can it be either one of those situations? That's what you've experienced. A lot of you have been in those situations. Now, let's see what's going to come out after that. This is for Aquarius. Come together. Reconciliation, spiritual union, soul contract. Well, we knew that too. Because remember when the Six of Cups came out, when I said that the new love was coming in here? Because Venus is going to actually bring that to you based on this Six of Cups, which was a past connection. Remember? Oh, sorry. The car is falling everywhere. Oh, yeah, we knew that. Now, this is interesting because sometimes this really does talk about reconciliation. I don't see past. I mean, we had it here. But that's not my person is coming back to you card. I mean, could it be the person that you had this strong magnetism towards? It could be. It could be. It could be someone that you really had a really intense connection to. They want to come back in. That could be it. Because again, I got to honor the cards. But it could also be someone new. Ace of Cups. That is going to be very solid. Four of Wands, someone who's going to give you the commitment, Hierophant. That's all hitting the Venus card. It is a spiritual union, a spiritual connection. That is what's unexpected for a lot of you because you may feel like, oh, that's never going to happen. I just don't see it with people like me or my age or whatever. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's get the last one here for Aquarius. I don't like how that came out, but I'll take it. Here it says, threaten, embarrassed, or appearances. Now, this is also hitting the Nine of Wands. I just got to tell you what I see. You guys are moving on from somebody. I mean, it looks like maybe you tried to get back together with someone. You tried to. And again, who got embarrassed here? Did somebody get embarrassed because of pregnancy, or, was it, you feel embarrassed because it's not working? Like I said before, you know how that works. Everybody know that you're together. They posted all your pictures up everywhere. Then all of a sudden it didn't work, and now you got to move on, right? That's the embarrassment, right? Because now the appearance was, oh, we were a happy couple, we were together, whether you were married, whether you guys bought houses or whatever together, and now it just didn't work. Okay, some of you, again, that's the tragedy, being in relationships and have built all of this stuff together and it just didn't work. Now you're embarrassed because you're like, oh my God, everyone's going to be looking at me here, right? Everyone's going to be paying attention, looking. What is this? So, like I said before, it could be because you guys are not on the same page, or you were not on the same page. Some of you guys feel foolish. Part of the clown energy is like, oh God, I can't believe that I believe this person, or I listen to them, or I believe their lies, that type of stuff. Just feeling foolish. Okay. And some of you, there was a possibly a ghosting thing here where someone just completely stopped talking to you, or they're not even cooperating. They're not even trying. So I totally see why that change with Uranus is there. It was something shocking to you, or it's going to be a very unsteady situation before you move on to something new. But I do see a problem with relationships. Remember, Venus is trying to make your relationship harmonious. And I feel like you've been having problems with that. Okay. There had to be some type of silence because the talk is here. And I also see reconciliation. Could it happen? I don't know. It could. Somebody may want to talk to you just to see if they can make something work. But it just depends. Either way, there is going to be a love connection. Whether it's going to be someone from the past who wants to come back in, or someone new. That is definitely in your reading. Now, the last one here is this big deck here, okay? I want to see what kind of person this is, whether it's new or past. Well, let's get 2 for the past and 2 for the new. This is for Aquarius. Let's see. Oh, boy. However it lands is the way I'm going to read it. Thank you. Wow. Ooh, okay. All right. I love it. I love Redeemer sitting in the upright position. Is always good to see. Okay, you did have one that was in reverse. You had Dark Lord that was in the upright, and you have Scapegoat that was in the upright. Now here I said 2 of 2. Okay, you have someone here that's in a position of power. That does not mean that the person is bad at all. It could be what they do for a living. Maybe they fight on the front lines, meaning that they're in the Army and the Navy. They could be a police officer, a fighter. They could be something like that. There's someone who's like the rescuer type of energy here. Go out and help people. I do see that. And I also see that there's this energy where there's someone who is very forgiving and they can change your life. That's what the Redeemer is basically saying. So you see how there is someone that will be of a spiritual union that matches the energy that we saw earlier. It's just their attributes, who they are and how they are. Now, you also have this energy too of someone I don't like, because here it talks about this is the kind of person that's very suspicious of other people. They don't trust you. They want you to forgive them, but at the same time, it may be very difficult for them to forgive you. Okay, it's very one-sided. I also feel like this person is very manipulative, or they're into certain type of weird mind control. However, they can get you to do what they want you to do. They can be very secretive. I don't like the private investigator. Okay. That means that they're very private, very secretive. There could be some things about what they're doing that can be harmful to you, which is what you see here with the embarrassed energy. Here with scapegoat, it says this person. It says this person could have been raised by people who were narcissists, or they could be a narcissist themselves. Okay, they make you feel inferior. They can make you feel like they're pointing their fingers at you, that you're always the problem, and they're not. All right, you are the scapegoat to all the issues and the problems within the relationships. Okay, but I don't like the fact here that with this energy, well, I do, because we talked about insights earlier, and with this card, it says that the truth will be revealed about this relationship. Okay, and that there is some type of conflict that has been happening in this connection. You know who this person is, I don't. Now, if I had to tell you the type of person, like I said before, some of you guys are really dealing with people who are maybe in a police officer or a private investigator. I believe that some of you guys are dealing with someone who is a dancer. I'll say it that way. I don't know what dancer is, but that's what I see. I also believe that some of you guys are dealing with someone who is in HR. Okay, I believe that they are an HR accountant. I feel like you're also dealing with someone who parent was a drinker, or their parents drunk when they were children. Okay, I am seeing abuse as a child, not necessarily physically, but maybe neglectful. They may have told you stories like that. In the womb, the parents could have been doing some things that they shouldn't have been doing. That could be you too as well. I don't really know how that goes. And that could be also in some way physical neglect. Okay, but like I said, it doesn't have to be physical abuse, but physical neglect. Another energy that I'm seeing off this person. Let me see. I don't know why I feel like this person. This person's a heavy weed smoker. Okay, I was trying not to say it because I wasn't sure if YouTube will allow me to say that on here, but this person smokes weed all the time. Okay, he like all the time. So I do see that. So I'm not really sure who that is. It could be you or your person. Okay, this also kind of brings a little lazy energy in this reading, just a tad bit. Okay, the reason why they don't really they don't put forth effort, because again, it seems like they're trying to like drown their problems away. So if you're like, oh my God, they're not really putting forth effort, just kind of feels like they're a little high all the time. That's what it feels like to me. So I had to kind of slow that down a little bit, because I don't want to get in trouble. Like, I got to be careful about what I say on here. I want to say one thing too. I got to be careful. I want to say this. This also feels like the type of person that just don't come fast. Okay, I'm sorry, I have to say it. I don't know. I mean, it could be because of maybe because of what they're taking or ingesting. It just feels like this person is hard to get to where they need to go. Okay, because I'm seeing a problem with the private area, because a private investigator came out, but then when I saw private, I also saw that. Then I also saw there was hesitation in sex that I saw. So I kind of feel like whether it's male or female, someone here is having a hard time getting to that place. I don't know if this is someone new that you're going to be meeting. That could be a good thing, but it could also be a bad thing if you're dealing with someone who is on I don't know, who's on, I wouldn't say drugs, or something that they're taking that's keeping them from actually climaxing. Okay. I'm sorry, I have to say it. Okay. Some stuff I try not to go there, but then, that may help you out in the long run. Okay. Maybe part of this will be your story. But this is what I have for you here, Aquarius. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. I did it. We did 50 minutes, y'all. Y'all have to love me. I'm so sorry. Okay, this is what I wanted. Okay. But anyway, this is what I have for you here, Aquarius. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. Again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you're interested in a personal reading, all the information is down below. Make sure you guys hit the notification and all of that too, because when I post these like little, what is it called? These little surprise special readings, I want you guys to be able to see that and take advantage. Okay. All right. I love you guys. See you guys later. If you have a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo in your chart, I will be doing them next. All right. Love you guys. Bye.